everyone. Welcome to Tabor Talk. So, Douglas Murray was on Joe Rogan's podcast yesterday. People who don't know who Douglas Murray is, he's a conservative from Great Britain, and his latest book is called The Madness of Crowds. And it's basically, an indictment against woke culture. The four areas of focus are sexual orientation, feminism, race, and then the last thing is this trans stuff, right? Transsexuality. So I'm going to play a clip here where Douglas Murray, in fact, says this whole emphasis, especially on transsexuality, is a sign that the empire is going to collapse, the America. That this is a clear sign. If you go back in history with the Greeks and the Romans, they had this gender fluidity, right? And this focus on hermaphroditism. Am I pronouncing that word right? But there you go. So I think it's pretty interesting. Again, Camille Paglia discussed this back in the 80s about this whole emphasis on transsexuality is a sign, right? That was back in the 80s she wrote about this. So it's actually happening now. And this is what Douglas Murray has to say about it. It's very compelling. Watch.
By the way, isn't it worrying that it is the debate that it has become? And I worry. It was Camille Paglia who first alerted me to this. I worry about the dominance that trans has taken, precisely where we started off, because it's an end of empire discussion.
Yeah,
you know this? Paglia says at the end of every empire, they get interested in sexual fluidity, hermaphroditism, and so on. And I do think that if this is the end of American dominance in the world, and it could be, if America falls into civil war, then this is the end of American dominance. It's the end of the West as we saw it, and the rise, obviously, in the overtaking by China and China first of all. And if that happens, and historians look back on this, one of the things that they will say is, wasn't it strange that in the last decades, this American society got completely hung up on the issue of trans?
That is very interesting. So, this gender fluidity, this emphasis on trans people, it's very, very strange. Okay. On that note, good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, peace, love, and understanding here in Tabor Talk.